Hey guys, this is Stas from Yellow, and today I'm with Sheraz Ahmed, who is the managing partner of Storm Partners. Hello, Sheraz. What brings you here to Milan?
Thanks for inviting me here to speak on the interview. What brings me to Milan? I mean, it's a great ecosystem. It's really one that's thriving at the moment. It's a really interesting bridge between the international community and the Italian one. So yeah, been a really exciting time.
Cool, cool. And Shiraz, before we talk about Storm Partners, can you tell me a bit about yourself, about your background? How did you get into crypto actually?
Yeah, I've been actively involved in the space for now 7 years. Really active on the trading side to begin with. And then I saw a lot of the innovation that was happening in this space. And then from that innovative perspective, I ended up joining a lot of communities. I helped a lot of projects on their marketing, investor relations, business development, and then ultimately decided to found Storm Partners, which is a 360 service provider to really be able to help projects spark their ideas to life.
Okay, cool. So yeah, let's talk a bit more about Storm Partners. What kind of service do you offer? Maybe you can talk about some of your successful customers that you can announce here.
Yeah, definitely. So we help in a really 360 degree providing, right? So we have a turnkey solution which operates around marketing and growth, legal and compliance, finance and fundraising, and digital transformation. Of course, all of these revolve around education as well, which is really incorporated into each one of our departments. And so we really help a company where they might need. You know, we kind of plug and play our services to really allow that company to kind of grow, to allow them to overcome the challenges that they might have. We work with a really wide variety of clients, really actually based on the Web3 industry. So it's really focused on blockchain technology, but we help them from large banks, governments at times, large companies, conglomerates like Vodafone, H&M, etc. And also like all the way down to kind of the scale ups in the crypto space, be it, Binance, Swissborg, Elrond, Velas, Aave, Swissborg, really some like top tier projects, all the way down to the startups, that one man, one woman entrepreneur that are looking to kind of bring their NFT project to life, looking to kind of bring more community to their DeFi platform, and just really helping everyone within this space get to know each other and yeah, make their ideas come true.
Okay, cool, cool. And what are you looking for here in Milan at this expo particularly? Do you have any particular goals?
I really would just like to understand further the trends, like what are people thinking of now with the downturn in the market? What are people focusing on more? We've seen there have been some challenges with some of the DeFi protocols or even some of the CeFi protocols that have been coming out, such as Celsius, Terra, etc. So where are people really investing their energy in this space and understanding also that Italian perspective, right? Because even though of course we are in Europe, each country has their own perspective on things, right? I mean, in the French community, their own way of doing things, their own cultural way of doing things. So really, I'd love to understand from the Italian perspective how they see blockchain technology integrating with their day-to-day lives.
Okay, cool. And how do you see this market today, the crypto market? Maybe some thoughts on these hacks that have happened, and what do you think is coming next, maybe until the end of this year?
Yeah, I think that's really $1 million question right there. I think a lot of people are saying that this is really great for the market. There were a lot of scams. There were a lot of unsustainable projects, right, that just couldn't do it. If you look at the kind of Terra Luna, they had 18%, yield. 18% is a bit too much when you look at the kind of like the traditional markets. If I have money currently at the bank account in Switzerland, I'm paying a negative interest on that, right? So you have negative and then you have a positive at 18%. It was above the market. Some of the metrics that they were using, the way in which the protocol was working was a bit more complicated. So I believe that, of course, there is this element whereby the market is going to flush out a lot of the people that were there just for the money. And so you can see the people that are here today, they really believe in what they're doing. They're here because it's not necessarily about the money. Of course, the money is a means to allow them to do what they want to do. But they're here because they believe in it, right? And I think we're going to see more and more believers. And in my opinion, this kind of market correction is going to allow us to get into a new cycle that is allow us really going to get to mass adoption, right? We've always been talking about when is mass adoption coming. In my opinion, this next cycle, this next bull market that is going to come up is really going to bring mass adoption to the masses.
Okay, cool, cool. And can you tell us a bit about your team activities? You mentioned some to me. Maybe I think our viewers will be interested to listen to that. I know that, yeah, those are real cool.
Yeah, I mean, some of the ones I've been really working on recently, a lot from the marketing and legal perspective, right? A lot where you need to figure out how am I going to voice what I'm building to a community in a compliant way, right? So a lot of the companies that we've currently been working in have been really focusing on those elements because it is rather easy to launch a product in this space. There are barriers to entry. You do have to have some layer of understanding of different things, but we could do it. We could launch a token right here on air together in very, very quickly. So a lot of the projects that we've been working on is being able to understand, okay, what is going to make us different, right? What is that kind of, even to a certain extent, that guerrilla marketing that is going to make them do that, but in a sustainable way, whereby they're not going to raise 10 million and then be faced by government sanctions or regulations where it's like, oh, okay, we have to give all of this back now. So that's really where we've been working on. That's, I think, really our USP, is to combine these different elements whereby we can think outside of the box because we're connected within that space.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much, Sheraz, and have a great day here at the event.
Thank you. You too. Take care.